Live, I can tell my grandkids about this.
The Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all time, fighting out of Nottingham, United Kingdom. St. George Groves. This London, England native always brings the pain. He's a former super middleweight world champion and still believes he can get back on top.
They have waited for this fight for so long, John. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, a European, British, and Commonwealth super middleweight title holder from London, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, St. George Groves.
This environment, what a venue for this showdown.
This is it. This is that place. This is that fight venue. This is the place where the action happens.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Here we go for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. This is a high-octane battle. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Beautiful counter shot. George Groves stumbling backwards. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Still got Froch in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards.
Get your mind back on the job.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
watch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Straight right just misses. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Froch in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store.
Don't give him any free shots.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of defense here at all. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Hold it right there. And he caught George Groves big there. It appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
George Groves, he's seeing stars. And it appears the onslaught is over. Did you see that? And he caught George Groves big there. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Being dazed.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Froch in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something.
I don't want to lose this fight.
And there's the bell for round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. The counter punching. Heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be...
Whoa, Johnny! George Groves stumbling backwards. And it appears the onslaught is over. It's right there. George Groves, he's seeing stars. Oh, George Groves finally crumbles to the canvas. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
What's next? A TKO makes it so confusing because you think, what would have happened if the fight had carried on? These guys are going to have to do it all over again.